Hey guys, this is Sullivan asking my latest review on Boruto Next Generations. This is episode 5. This was a good episode, I gotta admit, because we get to see the introduction of a new student, we get to see character development and so much that was going on. Anyway, let's get started. We get to see that it opens up there's some kind of problem. Apparently, this chubby guy, apparently he's a friend, someone who knew Iwabe in the past. He was a troubled student, like Iwabe at first, and now he's just causing all kinds of trouble and stuff. But it's not all his fault. He's affected by the same darkness that affected, and Kaneki, Medoli, and he and the others, So they're all basically affected by this darkness inside of them. They eventually try to do their best. They try to do this. It's up to Boruto, Shigadai, and Iwabe. They try to handle the situation best they could. They even follow him. However, when they do follow him, they try to catch up with him. They know that he's not alone. Oh, he got knocked out. Oh, and who person who knocked him out, who caught him, it's Mitsuki. Mitsuki is the other member of Boruto's team, along with Salada from Boruto Naruto the movie. And he's a new student now. How he's going to be attending, class now. He's going to be attending the Ninja Academy. He's going to be their classmate. And he knows something about the darkness. Boruto can see the darkness because of his inner Byakugan. His eye hasn't fully awakened or erupted or something, but he has the power. It's just dormant inside. And see, Mitsuki can feel it. There's something else off. However, Boruto, he has his suspicions about who is Mitsuki. What is this guy? Because he's saying this guy is like super weird. Anyway, as it continues on, the story, they find out that they're still holding class outside because the whole school got wrecked. Remember the Ninja Battle of the Sexes? That was one of the best episodes they did. That was, no, when that was a lit episode. How they wrecked the whole school, so they're having class outside, And Mitsuki, he's introduced. Some of the girls like him, some of the thinking, new student, huh? And he's from the Hidden Sound Village. The Hidden Sound, if was created by Orochimaru, who a supposed villain or anti-hero, you gotta call him now. And if you guys watch Boruto Naruto the movie all the way to the end credits, what is the relations between Mitsuki and Orochimaru. I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody, honey. So you guys either watch Boruto the movie or all the way through or not. He's the hidden member from the Hidden Sound, and he's pretty good and intelligent. Like, hey, he's definitely a good student. He has skill. He says he's mastered lightning and wind style. That's pretty impressive, and he's intelligent. It's obviously he's a genius. No thanks to Orochimaru. So it's got to be obviously because of that, because of his upbringing, And we don't know what kind of upbringing that Mitsuki had, That's one of the unique mysteries of the character. As the story continues, Boruto solves a problem that, that Shido gives him, he says it's pretty easy. Shido gets mad and he gives him a needed harder problem. Mitsuki solves it like nothing, nothing, saying that maybe it should, that you should help. If it's a problem, then maybe you should help her out to fix it. But Ruka said you help him with it. How he's gonna fix it himself? He countered with something else that's fine. He said never mind, just both take your seat. Later it's like the battling. They get practice. As they practice fighting. It's Boruto versus Iwabe, kind of like a rematch, but Iwabe kind of beats him a little bit. And he's saying that he lets him beat him. That's just, Boruto being Boruto. So it's Iwabe versus Mitsuki, Mitsuki, it's like he whooped him. Like, he literally wrapped his body around him. They all described him like a snake. He's definitely got skill, and like I said, because of his upbringing. But the way he acts around people and his emotions, it kind of reminds me of Sai when he was first introduced. Sai was, he was a person, but he didn't know nothing about feelings or how to deal with people, and that's mostly because of Danzo, being a member of the Foundation, we get to see that Reminds me a lot of Sai. He doesn't understand people, so he's trying to do his best to try to be friends with people, like listening to Boruto. Boruto's not the easiest friend, but he is a nice guy down. Alright, so hopefully he'll be tried not to mess him up too much. Then they'll get to see that Shino, he's having doubts, about problems, him being a teacher, that how he's gonna handle all these kids. Basically, it's the fact that he's suited to be a teacher, and you even get to see him, talking with his old teacher, Kurenai. Like Kurenai got old, but that depends on her. But not surprising, given how many years has passed. She's probably like what, 30 to 40 years of age at least by now. So she's definitely old. Oh, and Shido's probably in his 20s right now. So the fact that he's teaching right now, and we get to see him without his mask, he's wearing sunglasses. Kind of like what he wore before. He's trying to do his best. But Kurenai said to use your way of trying to help the kids. You use your way of trying to help them, trying to make them feel better. We get to see that he's also communicating with some kind of outside force, and we get to see a snake crawl up his arm. It's obviously that is connected to Orochimaru the way he acts. It looks like he's here for more than just a simple reason. Like he has a certain reason why he's here, and not just because as a transfer student. And that's one of the mistakes about him. Hopefully he'll change. And hopefully he'll be able to change and see how things go, And when he says he's my son, that's allude to Orochimaru, And how we get to see Shino? He throws his extravagant party. He goes overboard with these ridiculous sunglasses, kind of like it reminds me of a ringmaster from a circus, Everything starts to go away. He starts to have a party and he has all these stuffed animals doing these dances. However, when one of the girls one of the kids squeezes the stuffed animal, and stuff, and start thinking how cute it is. It reveals that it's nothing but a bunch of insects. They all freak out. It thinks it's gross, and it causes this big, disaster. It causes a major problem. you know. Mitsuki uses his wind style to pull the whole thing away, but of course it causes a huge mess. And causing problems with the construction crew who's trying to fix the school. The school's already been wrecked, and the guy are blaming it that you Shinobi keep wrecking everything every time you try to fix it. Like, it's a lot like that. And the fact that Baruto and the others, talking how Shino used to be a cool guy way back then, and now he's not. That's just a blow to Shino's pride. That's a shame. Shino, he's a good shinobi, he just doesn't get much airtime, I think he shines best, when you give him his own story, but more to develop his character, and he did develop his character very good, but he's still having doubts about being a teacher, and this just made him feel even worse. Later, things get even more problematic as one of the destruction crew goes on a giant rampage, he starts throwing destruction equipment out. Unfortunately, it's the darkness. The darkness also got inside him. He started yelling about how you Shinobi keep destroying everything. Every time we fix things, so I'm gonna destroy it. I'm gonna destroy everything, so you don't have to fix it anymore. And the kids handle it. Everybody join in. Iwabe, Shikadai, Salada, she gets involved too. I would love to see more from her. It looks like she starts to develop. Started to develop a liking to Mitsuki as well. At first she was ignoring him like the other girls. Seemed to like him, but now she seemed to come around, seeing how skilled he is, and now I've seen her and how Boruto he nearly fall with him. Almost looks like he was giving him a power drive, but they both were literally falling to the floor. But Mitsuki managed to save him, saying that you almost died, and Mitsuki saved him. It's true, he saved him from literally killing himself, because that was a big dangerous stunt that he almost did, It looks like they're now friends. Mitsuki saving him. However, this is not the end of it. Like, for example, Shino's issues with the fact that he's failing as a teacher and losing his respect from his students it leads to even more doubt. And just as he starts to doubt himself, the darkness croons up behind him, possessing him and making him his newest victim. And to top it all off, he calls out Shikadai, Mitsuki, and Boruto to a secret meeting out in the forest. And And now he's gonna confront that, saying that it's time I give you your final lesson. And seeing that, and the fact that he has that red eye, like seeing a glowing red eye underneath his visor, his mask, and it is like Shino, he's probably gonna give him a good fight. Those kids are gonna make it out of it, they're gonna survive. It's just that with all the problems they're handling right now and what they're dealing with, she, the darkness definitely possesses him. It's like I said before. It seems that the darkness is preying on some kind of weakness in their hearts, and now she knows it's its victim, hopefully Shino will be able to get out of it. I can't wait to see how they handle this situation. But it looks like it's going to be a bumpy ride for Boruto and his friends. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Hope you enjoyed the HY subscribe. Thank you. This is Solomon Adams giving my latest review on Boruto Next Generations, Episode 5, The New Transfer Student. I'm out. See you guys next time.